Good morning, YouTube. It's your gorgeous, sexy G-Love here, coming at you from a very, very windy and cold cemetery somewhere in the southwest of the UK. The time is 11:25 a.m. on Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Crikey. And this is day 152 of my shit to fit transformation from a tired, overfed and essentially invisible 204 to a buffed up and head turning 185 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. So I previously lost 10.5 pounds of fat in 72 days. I then lean gained for about 11 weeks to wash away diet fatigue, repair connective tissues and regain lost strength and size. I'm now back on that grind once again as of May the 4th, looking to lose 8 to 9 pounds of fat in 7 to 8 weeks. I will try and keep these updates brief, so do like, subscribe and stick around for the cheesy outro. So I did hit the sack last night just after 11 p.m. for 7.5 hours of pretty good sleep. Woke up this morning, weighed myself first thing. My weight came in at 193.5 pounds. That gives me an average weight for the last 7 days of 193.75. This is a 3.5 week low, and it seems we are now budging in the right direction. Body fat percentage calculated is now at 15.83, I believe. I did hit the gym yesterday before work with trepidation. I did weighted kettlebell step-ups on the balls of my feet to also emphasize the calves as well. I did dumbbell overhead press with a cable machine row and some rear delts on the rear delt and pec deck machine. Plus I did tricep dips on the dips machine. So for most of this workout, I took it easy, kind of. What I wanted to do was I wanted to get to 80% of my working poundages. Or weight 80% of my personal best poundages, not the reps, but at least the poundages. I was probably a little bit overzealous in starting this cut about a week sooner than I should have done. What I should have done is I should have come off my deload and then spent 2 weeks building up my strength before going into a deficit. But I put myself into a situation where I was quite hasty in getting those numbers up, because obviously if we were in quite a heavy deficit, we don't want to be training lightly, otherwise muscle loss is a concern. However, we are now about 80% of the way there. As it stands, this cut is probably going to be going for about 50 to 55 days. So my plan is to do the first 26 days in a heavy deficit and then ease off the weights and the sets and reps, relax a little bit for 4 days at maintenance to drop any water and give myself a little bit of a break, maybe hit McDonald's a couple of times, get some junk food in to ease the mind. And then basically after that, I'll have a really good idea from the numbers I've got, exactly what my deficit is. And then I can plan a perfect 3 weeks or 21, 24 days, something like that afterwards to finish off the cut. So yes, that is the plan moving forward. It's ever changing. We amass information and then we take this information and make our lives easier. There we are. What else was I going to say? Yeah, aches and pains are probably medium today. I do have a situation where my legs aren't recovering quite so well. So I'm probably going to keep the same poundages, sets and perhaps reps for the next week or so on the legs. I did up my poundages yesterday, which means that my stabilizing muscles took a bit of a beating. So my abs and my lower back and my calves are quite sore today. System fatigue is medium to high, energy levels are low to medium. So yeah, I think that covers it. As usual, I'll put a link on the top right of your screen, which will take you back to December 11th, 2025, of my chubby little face at the start of this journey. That link will be right here. Otherwise, do sit tight and wait around for day 153. That's fantastic. Thanks guys, and roll the outro.